Good morning, guys. You've got the duo, Lisa and Mark Novak. It's Friday Frenzy. This is the time of the week when we just do a recap of everything that's happened for the week, and we just discuss life, don't we? We've had an early start this morning. We've already been into the CBD. We've been all over the place. But yeah, it's been another really busy week, hasn't it, Mark? It's the flood recovery. But it's been a very
fix up damage control. It seems out there, and everyone's banding together, getting their country back on track. Real estate, Northern Beaches.
Real estate, Northern Beaches.
Times.
Yeah, really interesting times. It's been a pretty level week. Week to week, Mark, I'm finding the market's changing at the moment, but it's been quite a level week. It's been a bit of an even playing field for sellers and buyers this week. We've had some great results, Mark.
Yeah, a lot of sales. That auction was pretty exciting on the weekend.
Yep, 25 Bix Road in DY. Now that's an interesting one. If anyone is thinking about or has thoughts about what might be going on with the real estate market on the Northern Beaches, I think that one told the story there.
Fairly original house, corner block, nice house to buy, 2.2 million for that.
2.2,
so, big numbers through that auction.
Yeah. So
100 groups, 150 groups.
Yeah, over 120 groups came through, and we just ended up with the one registered bidder on the day. We were due to have 4. But financing's tricky, Mark. Like, a lot of people were still waiting on finance. If it didn't sell under the hammer on Saturday, it was going to be sold on Sunday in a cooling off period.
Funding's a big one.
Funding is a big one.
I think that's interesting. People are sentiments change in the marketplace. People are buying. People have no problem paying the prices, but the banks seem to be sort of giving everyone a real hard time. And it's not something you're probably a little bit embarrassed to tell people as well. So when you used to bank bash when the interest rates went up, and everyone at the barbecue would go, "Oh, bloody, government, bloody interest rates gone up," and everyone had that in common. But now they're doing it in a different way, where banks are making affordability, responsible lending a real thing, and then they're just saying no to people, or they're making the threshold higher, or they're doing a smaller loan. So that's starting to regulate the market more than an interest rate rise would. So I don't know if we're actually necessarily going to get this interest rate rise that everyone keeps talking about, because I think the market's softened.
The market's calming down anyway.
Much as the government want to soften the market.
They were just trying to cool it down, and
they don't want to send it the other way either.
Yeah, but I think I don't want to give the wrong message here either, guys, because 25 Bix Road in DY. We'll try and whack a link into the property. That style of property was selling for 1.6 million 12 months ago. So it's really important to note that while people go, "Oh, I'm going to wait for the market to come up," that house was selling for circa 1.6 12 months ago. It went under the hammer for 2.2 on Saturday. So is the market up? Yes, it is. Has it got that furiosity that it had back in November? No, it does not. But it's not to say that properties aren't selling. Another great sale.
Little old fella, look at that. That's the house there. I don't know if you can see it.
No, it's tricky to see on there, I think.
Little old fella.
And another sale, Mark,
2.2 million.
Yesterday was 63 Redmond Road in DY, which was pretty much the renovated version of this particular house. That sold around the corner. We ended up closing that one out prior to auction for 2.46. That one sold for last night, which was a whopper price.
Whopper.
Big price.
What?
Very, very good strategy. That was a little bit of juggling around there, but really good price for those vendors.
But if you can get the money, it just goes to show, to renovate that 25 Bix Road, what it would have cost to renovate that house to get it to the standard of the one you sold
Redmond Road.
Would have cost, I reckon, a lot more. So I think if you can push yourself a little bit and not have to do the renovation and spend a little bit more, good merits in it, really good merits in it.
Yeah, so congratulations to all of those vendors and buyers as well. But yes, it's been a really busy week with listings as well, listings and sales. So stay tuned. I've actually got quite a bit of stock coming on now as well. I want to talk about something.
You got notes?
Yeah, I've made notes. Look how organised I am.
Wow.
I've made notes about 6 o'clock this morning.
Wow.
I want to talk about marketing other agents' properties. Little bit of a contentious conversation. During the week, you put a tile up onto social media, Mark, that was congratulating an area for a record sale that was not made by us. It was made by another local agent.
To our social media followers.
Yeah, to our social media followers. So it went out to social media. It was congratulating the area of Seaforth, and letting the people know about a record result.
Yep.
Do you want to go more into that, Mark?
Yeah, we were telling our tribe. So, and I feel really passionate about that the people that are following us on social media, that we've got a responsibility as real estate agents, as advocate of property, to let people know what's happening in the area. Now, that news may not be the news that traditionally would be our news. So we've done, we did a mould tile the other day, and because it's relevant and people want to know we're in property, stuff got flooded. People love that information. It was relevant at the time, timely. It was timely manner, and it helped people. So I think that it's interesting. We've been having a bit of banter with one other particular real estate agent saying, you can't promote my sold. We're like, well, it's not your property, and it's great for the area, and we want to tell our tribe.
And to be fair, we gave credit to the agent. By no means, and I want to be really clear here, by no means are we trying to claim the sale. That is absolutely not the intention here.
But we're celebrating the sale.
We're celebrating it
and
because
giving them the kudos for it,
and telling the people what sold in their area and that a record sale took place. That information sometimes can be hard to find, believe it or not. The agent wrote back not very happy, saying pull it down immediately. It's not your sale. We said that was never the intention, and nor were we trying to claim it. But the reality is that the community find that information sometimes very hard to find.
We got a lot of
these sold prices. They're often disclosed. They're often not disclosed.
And a lot of people responded favourably to it, saying, "Can't believe
everyone.
That is awesome. How good is that?"
Yeah.
And I think it's, why should we have to leave it to newspapers to report sales when we can do it?
Yeah, absolutely.
You know
So celebrating a sale,
yeah.
that Novak did not make, that was very clear.
Yep.
That was made by another agent, but we're letting the people know. And I actually wrote back to that agent and said, I hear what you're saying. We did give credit to you guys for the sale, but if you ask the people of the community, I think they'll tell you something very different.
Yeah.
I think they'll tell you that they're quite grateful for
real estate
hearing about it.
To the week.
Bit of real estate banter. But Mark, if you go back to how things used to be, or they still are, because we get them in our letterbox, on an A4 flyer or a DL card, those cards that you get in the letterbox.
I love it.
And like let's use as an example, Ray White will advertise sales that have taken place in the area of, Beacon Hill, let's say.
These are the 12 highest prices paid this year in Beacon Hill, for example. Doesn't mean they sold it.
Doesn't mean they sold it, but they're letting the community know what's sold in their area, and people are eternally grateful for that. So it'd be interesting to hear what your thoughts are, guys.
Yeah.
We'd love to hear what your thoughts are. If you are celebrating the sale of another agent and giving them credit, but the intention is to let the community know, we'd love to hear what your thoughts are on that.
I'm going to show you the tile, guys, just so you know what we're talking about.
Yeah.
That's it there. Okay. So it says Seaforth record breaker. And then it has the sold. Then it has a little bit about the property. And it congratulates the real estate agent down below on our social. We didn't sell it.
Yeah. Anyway, congratulations, because it is a phenomenal. It is a
Seaforth,
absolutely phenomenal result. So let's talk about.
Got lots of notes.
And I do. No, you know what? It was recording me.
Oh,
they're not all notes. But I did do a little story, Mark, during the week about working mums and the guilt that we feel, and it's just gone crazy. I've had that many comments from working mums. I did a little live video a couple of days ago about, the kid. I mean, obviously we've only just got one child now left at school, but how guilty us working mums can feel. And I get a lot of working mums reaching out to me, just asking like, how do I manage that? How do I manage the balance and how do I manage the guilt? And the truth is, I don't. We just do the best that we can do. I think us working mums need a trophy. A working mum reached out to me today who's got 4 children, 4 children,
and
works, runs a household. So,
and what you say?
Just saying like, thank you so much for your raw, real video the other day. It really helped me. It came at a time when I really needed to hear that.
Really? I had a similar conversation yesterday, and I was talking to one of the guys in the office because I had to go for lunch with a lawyer, Greg Jemison lawyer, yesterday. And
Best in the biz.
Best in the biz, real estate lawyer.
Except for Lisa, his wife.
Yeah, she's a legend. And I can't explain that feeling, but there's this guiltiness. There's this, like
when we work so hard.
I don't know, a couple of hours in the middle of the day, and we went to the city to the chop house, and it was like, I'm eating at my desk all the time during the week, every other week, all the time. I'm thinking, why am I feeling so guilty for? So it's interesting, and I think that, I think it's actually a good feeling. I think if I was there thinking I deserve this and I should be doing this every day, then I don't think
the guilt drives us as well.
The guilt drives you. So I think that whether you're a working mum or whether you're having a fat lunch and you feel really bad about it, it's probably embrace that feeling. I don't think you should fight that feeling.
You need the reward too, but I think it is a good feeling because it means that you are in touch with reality as well, Mark. Like it's not something that we do all the time. But, in terms of working mums, the context of the video was, does Jade, our youngest daughter, get, home baked muffins in her lunchbox? No. Lunch is usually thrown together within a matter of minutes, and often it's a lunch order because that's all I've got time for in the morning. And dinner's pretty much the same. It's just, whatever we can just quickly knock together when we get home at some crazy time, or the kids are sorting themselves out and there's a lot of Deliveroo. But one thing that we are really good at is putting some not negotiables into play. So Tuesday nights we'll get home early and we'll have
Tuesday night we'll leave the office at 5:30 and we have all 4 of us will have dinner.
Yep.
That's a guaranteed.
That is a guaranteed. Friday night's the same.
With the mother-in-law.
Yeah, Friday nights we're out doing something or we're at someone's house for dinner. So they're the not negotiables, and then the rest of the week is literally like driving a car at 280 kilometres an hour.
And Sunday.
Oh, Sunday's family day.
Sunday. Yeah. Oh, there's the mother-in-law there. There she is.
Mum's on. Mum's on. We're going to have to bring her back on again. Yeah, best mum in the world, mum. She really is. I have the best mum in the world. She's amazing. And you know what? This is, I've come from an upbringing very much similar to what our girls get as well, Mark. I had a mum and dad that just worked relentlessly together.
Well, yeah.
And together in business. So, yes, but very fortunate to have the best mum in the world. Love you, mum. Love you. All right, guys, I think that's it.
That's it.
That's a wrap.
That's a chat.
We're gonna go and have a quick little brekkie before the crazy day begins.
That's Friday Frenzy.
Yeah, that's Friday Frenzy, guys. Another crazy week. I hope everyone is well, safe, and happy. We'll see you guys next week.
You guys take care.
See ya.
Bye. You want to talk a little